If only it was this easy on the battlefield and in the classroom. Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, breaking down the game we love better than anyone online. Best discussion, debate, and analysis from myself and the best bloggers, broadcasters, and writers in the nation. All right, analysis, much of it coming from myself over the next several weeks as we break down every schedule in Power 5 college football. We are ranking the schedules and also projecting the records. These are not my final predictions, but projecting everybody in the Power 5 plus the major independents for 2019. The record plus, again, something that we've done for a number of years is rank the schedules. So consider this. Look at all the Power 5 schedules and then start to compare them. It becomes mighty difficult when you try to compare different conferences because of the lack of a number of games that overlap in terms of common opponents. So we have finally gotten to a place where I am very comfortable with my schedule rankings. Of course, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you can also support the channel by grabbing the Amazon link down in the description section of this video or any video. Do your Amazon shopping using that link. It won't cost you an extra penny, but it will help build the channel and keep us running and delivering the best content we possibly can and the best you will find on college football right here. All right, we get to the very worst schedule in Power 5 football. It's the easiest, and it's not even close. I ran a number of metrics to compare the independents in particular, and this is just an awful schedule despite one big showdown against a powerhouse at the Big House. The worst schedule in college football in the Power 5 belongs to the Army Cadets, who finished 11-2 last year. Of course, this was one of their best seasons in the history of the program, going back to the glory days of the 40s and 50s with Davis and Blanchard winning Heisman trophies. And actually, this was the best finish for Army football in the national polls in 2018 since going back way back to 1958 when Pete Dawkins won the Heisman Trophy. Army had not finished in the top 25 in 22 seasons going back to 1996, and again, their final ranking of number 19 in the AP was the best since 1958 as they finished 11-2, concluding the great season with a demolition of Houston, 70-14 in postseason play. They had two losses. Those were to Duke by 20 points in the opener, and they went to Oklahoma and fought valiantly to overtime before losing to the Sooners, who obviously ended up as Big 12 champion once again and college football playoff participant. Army took them to the brink at 28-21. But this schedule, they can certainly duplicate 10-2 during the regular season. Let's run it down. August 30th, they open on a Friday night against Rice at home. Rice is considered one of the 5 to 10 worst teams in FBS football. Then they've got the big date, September 7th at Michigan. Again, Army, don't discount Army's chances in this one at the Big House. They went to Oklahoma last year against a more prolific Oklahoma team on offense, at least, and took the Sooners to overtime at 21-all. This is their only Power 5 game, so this is what generally makes this the worst schedule in the country by far, is they only have the one Power 5 game, but it's a big one at Michigan on September 7th. Then it's a date at Texas San Antonio, projected to be one of the 5 or 10 worst teams in FBS football. Morgan State plays Army. Army also has a date against Tulane, coming off a 7-6 season. They go to Western Kentucky. They've got Georgia State on the road, a team that went 3-9 last year. San Jose State has been awful. They come east to take on the Cadets. You've got a date at Air Force, which could possibly be a tricky one in Colorado. UMass, another bottom feeder in the FBS. That game at home. VMI on November 16th as well. Another open date. A trip all the way out to Hawaii. So Hawaii's been decent. They finished 8-6 last year. Army playing a decent Mountain West team. That could be a tough spot traveling that far to Hawaii on November 30th. Another open date as the conference championship games around college football ensue, and then the traditional rivalry against Navy to conclude the college football regular season in Philadelphia on December 14th. So Michigan and no other Power Fives. I would think in checking out this schedule that the possible trip-ups, in addition to Michigan, would be Tulane at home, possibly at Western Kentucky, Air Force on the road, Hawaii traveling all the way to the islands in late November. So out of those dates, Army trips up one more time. They lose at the Big House. They could certainly pull off the upset, but they lose the game at Michigan. And then my projection is that they go unscathed, excluding one time. They trip up one other time, and Army duplicates their regular season of 2018 at 10-2 against what is the worst and 70th ranked schedule in Power 5 football. Right here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to videos to keep us going. Amazon link in the description section. Grab it, use it, and share it around the family. Whoever does the shopping there, please have them use the Amazon link to help build the channel. We'll be back with schedule number 69 in our rankings. Please let us know what you think about Army's chances of duplicating or bettering their 2018 output right here at the Voice of College Football.